name is Rima. I'm a mother, I love the ocean, I love healthy food, and I really like making people happy. I live on the North Shore of Oahu with my husband Mark and my 4-year-old son, Curran. Over 2 years ago, I came up with the insane idea that my husband and I should start a food truck here on the North Shore of Oahu. With reckless abandon, we invested all of our savings into a project that has spanned much longer than we ever intended. To date, we still have yet to have a functioning business. However, we are just weeks away from finally realizing our dream of having a family-owned and operated coffee business. This is episode 4 of My Life and a Food Truck.
I'm Lauren Algren, and I came from Oregon to come work with BREW+FOAM. I met Rima at the beach in town, hanging out with one of my best girlfriends. Rima started talking about her coffee truck. I immediately was intrigued, and she kind of threw out the idea of, oh, you should come help us with it. And I said, that sounds amazing. I automatically said, yeah, I want in, I want to help. So that's how we kind of got started talking about it. In Oregon, I own a surf school, Oregon Surf Adventures, and it runs pretty much Memorial Day to Labor Day. I'm very fortunate to have the winters off in Oregon to be able to do things like this. And I said, yes, let's do it. So I'm out here surfing for the winter. I get to live with Rima and Mark and their wonderful 4-year-old, Curran, who's just an incredible kid. Wake up to him playing games and dominoes and building Legos, and oh, it's pretty neat how cool of a kid that I get to live with and see him grow up a little bit. We live on the North Shore in Haleiwa, so we can bike to town, Waialua, then now the coffee shop, which is great. It's kind of a gem of a neighborhood. I signed up for driving around this awesome truck that was going to provide coffee for all of Triple Crown. Since I've committed to working with Rima and Mark on BREW+FOAM, we got a brick and mortar, and that is the scariest change for me, because when I signed up for this, I kind of was like, sweet, I get to go to all the events and serve people wonderful coffee. Rima called me this summer and said, we are opening up a coffee shop. So BREW+FOAM is located in Waialua, which is more of a local community. It's off the beaten path of the tourist world of Haleiwa. Waialua is a cute little community. We are kind of next door to a laundromat, cute little grocery store, the post office, gas station, and the farmer's market that we have been sourcing our yummy veggies for our menu. It's a wonderful location. The first week I was here, went right into painting the front of the building, which is now the brick and mortar of BREW+FOAM. Obviously there was a lot of work done to the space before I arrived, but I kind of got to see it before we painted it, and we put the countertop in, and I was kind of worried at that moment. I was like, how is this going to be a coffee house? Like, it was just bare, nothing in it, run down, cement floors. In the front of it was this cream, brownish, dirty. The walls, I think, were pink and teal. I was like, holy moly, this is gonna be work. The one thing that I have been lucky enough to witness, Rima, Mark are new age scavengers, I'm calling them. Everything we have in the coffee house is either reclaimed wood, reclaimed lights, found free on Craigslist. The dishes are Goodwill, refrigerators, everything has been used before. So building a business, and yeah, you can throw money and make everything easy and buy it brand new, and not even think about, but the thought and the process that has gone into finding stuff and reclaiming, and words can't explain how amazed I am about it. I'm gonna bring it home with me, you know, I'm gonna use this knowledge. It's been pretty fun to watch them find everything. The lights came from a warehouse, the espresso machine has been rewired. Just the character that these items have made the shop is just, it's brilliant. So yeah, not even Goodwill, Craigslist, finding it at warehouses. They go way beyond, and they go and dumpster dive and find these gems of stuff. Everything, I'm like, where'd you get this? And they're like, oh, we found it in a dumpster. I'm like, really? This is amazing. Just winning all day long. Since I have been here, we kind of got right into working on the shop. Got a bunch of stuff out of the way, and then got really excited about making coffee and learning a bunch right off the bat, and then the Triple Crown started. Rima and I had to kind of take just a little break because she works her butt off at Triple Crown, and there's only one of Rima. I luckily got to still work and do some catering for Triple Crown, and I am practicing getting up early, so that's nice. I get up at almost 3:30 in the morning to do continental breakfast for Rima's crew at Triple Crown, and still making coffee there. I booked my flights knowing I wanted to do this no matter what, and got here and thought I was going to be working and serving coffee within 48 to 72 hours. Since I have been here for 2.5 months now, we are still finishing up the shop. Being at the end of Triple Crown Pipe Masters, we have a few things left. Make the menus and put them on the wall, do some sanding, do a couple little art projects. Mark is finishing up the shop and plumbing. Kind of need that for some coffee. With that all coming together, soon we will open. Watching it evolve, it's incredible. Mark has been working his butt off, and to see it now, I would have never thought it would have came this far and look as good as it does. I am learning how to make great coffee, so still got that going. But I know when we open the doors, it's everything we want it to be, and it's going to be perfect. And I will one day be serving coffee on the coffee truck.
On the next episode of My Life in a Food Truck, Mark runs into issues with plumbing and learns a few lessons about how to install coffee machinery. Lauren and I put our heads down to finalize the menu. And we have our fingers crossed that our last hurdle, the Department of Health, gives us a green card to open the door. Stay tuned for episode 5 of My Life and a Food Truck.